Hi, my name's Bill, and this is how I do it. Today, I'm coming back at you with another episode of TNT. If you don't know, that's Tiny Engine Tuesday. And today, watch as I bring this Cub Cadet to busted to bussin'. All right, customer brought this Cub Cadet lawn tractor in. He says it has a no crank, no start situation, so you already know what we do there. We're gonna check for fuel, air, and spark. But it's a little different today because the customer also told me that this particular lawn tractor, he said when he went to check the oil, he said it smelled like gas. And I'm thinking to myself like, uh-oh, that's a bad situation. That means that gas is infiltrating the crankcase somehow. And the usual culprit is the needle on the carburetor. For whatever reason, it's causing it not to close when the lawn tractor is off. And that unburnt fuel is just infiltrating the crankcase because it has nowhere else to go. That could be caused by a lot of different reasons. A few reasons could be old gas that has clogged up the carburetor. It could be some sediment or sand that's preventing the needle from closing. And also it could be a bad solenoid on the carburetor itself, not allowing the needle to close. All three situations end up with the same result: gas in the crankcase. So follow me as I diagnose and repair and fix and cut with this Cub Cadet lawn tractor today. About to get started working on this Cub Cadet Xt2 lawn tractor. And since the customer said his oil reeked of gas, that's the first thing we're going to check. We're going to check the gas. Well, I'm going to check the oil. Oh, wow. If you can't see, if you can't tell, the gas is all the way up the oil stick. I mean, the oil is up to the top of the oil stick, but it's not really oil, it's really gas. And you can smell it. It smells just like gas. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and drain that out. I'm not gonna change out the oil filter just yet. I'm going to fill it up with some more oil, and when I get done finishing the repair, I'm gonna run it with that oil for a little while. Then I'm gonna drain it out, replace the oil, then I'm gonna replace the filter, and everything should be good. Drain hose right here. Oh, wow, it's real nice. A little bit might come out on me. Look at that, that's pure gas. Look at that. Still kind of leaking a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and close it up, and I'm gonna fill it up with oil. It takes 2 quarts of oil. Now look at this. This is what came out of the crankcase. Almost a gallon of oil and gas. Hear that click? That means the solenoid is working. It's just that needle's not closing for some reason. Take this, I'm gonna put 2 quarts in and Then I'm gonna run it for a little while, then I'm gonna drain it out, put 2 more quarts in. That should get all the gas out of the crankcase. You know how I feel about Super Tech. You use whatever oil that you prefer, as long as it's the right weight. And I try to put a graph or something on the screen, or a picture of the oil types and oil capacity on the screen. Put this back down. Let's check the oil. It's a little less, but I ain't worried about it. It's fine, as long as it's in the middle, in operating range. What I want to address is my carburetor situation. Customer told me to replace the carburetor. I told him I may be able to fix it, may be able to repair it. He didn't care. He said, go ahead and just put a new one on there, and that way I'll know for certain that it's a new parts, and I won't have to worry about it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I already know what caused the situation, you know. So, and I'm gonna show him how to prevent it from happening. Even if the carburetor does get trash in it again, it prevents that needle from closing, I'm going to install a cutoff switch right here and a new filter right there. So it should help him out, man. Get this lawn tractor back on the road. Well, back on the grass. Bought a kit from Amazon for air filter, oil filter, spark plugs, and taking a look at this air filter. It's been used, it's doing its job, but I was afraid of, sometimes when the crankcase fills with gas like that, it likes to come all the way through, because it's filled the whole crankcase up. So it'll come back through the air filter and all of that, through the manifold and all that. So I'm glad that it really didn't. It looked like it may be a little right here, but it's not too bad. That's not bad. So I'm going to replace this anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off, remove this air filter housing. Right. Right, 2 10mm nuts. Right, remove that. I'm gonna remove this off this fuel pump right here. This line right here is in the way. So let me get some pliers. Oh, come on. That broke. Come on, man. Really? 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 Damn. Anyway, let me go ahead and just change this carburetor out. Get this bracket out of here. All right, and now the carburetor's made an appearance. It's not really all that difficult. The only thing you gotta do is pull it off and just replace it. It's still full of gas though. And there go the solenoid switch. I'm gonna just remove that. Take this bad boy off of here. It's not really all that much to it. All right, there goes the carburetor. Still has a shit ton of gas in it though. All right, I glued the nipple back on, and I hope it will work at least temporarily till I can get a new pump. And I can just cut with it a little bit just to make sure everything else is working fine. So. All right, we'll take a look at the carburetor. Brand new carburetor off of Amazon. And as you can tell, it's just like the old one. I don't see any differences. Just like the old one. So I'll go ahead and get this thing loaded up. It comes with some gaskets. Push this on some. There we go. I made a critical error right here in regards to the choke lever. I actually put the choke lever in a position where the choke would remain fully on, but I'm gonna show a picture of where the choke lever is supposed to be. I had to come back and correct myself on this. There we go. All right. Right, and put this gas hose back on. Take out this cap. All right, got that on. All right, gas line back on. Connect the solenoid switch back up. Got that back on. Put this gasket back on here. Alright, that back on there. This vent line back on here. Alright, bracket on. Let's get this 10 millimeters on. This nut on, this bolt on. Right here. Wrap this around here. Headband on. This just slides on there. Boom, boom. Filter cover back on. It locks into place. Boom, it's on there. I'm gonna replace the fuel filter, and I want to install a cutoff switch. These fuel filters usually have an arrow indicating which way it flows. It's right there. I don't think you can see it on camera, but it lets you know which direction you need to put it. Now I can remove the old one. Figured there'd be a little gas left up in there. Arrows flowing from the tank to the pump. We're gonna put a cutoff switch somewhere off in here. All right, now I'm gonna put a cutoff switch, I guess right here. All right, I'm gonna put my cutoff switch right here. So let's cut that even. We're gonna put our hose clamps. On my hoses. so. Right. Then we're just gonna put our hose clamp. Our cutoff switch right here. This on our hose, like so. A hose clamp. We're gonna clamp this sucker down. Hose clamp down. Put this other sucker in here. Alright. Alright, that sucker in there. So right now it's in a closed position. Horizontal, it's free flowing now. Alright. And it's cool to free flow now because that thing's gonna fill that up. Yeah, I'll leave it closed. Alright. And this thing is done right now. Double check, everything's tight. Blah, blah, blah. Screw it. And we're gonna do a little test cut. Man, I really like the way they got this hood designed, man. You just slip it on, it's on there. All you gotta do is make the electrical connection here. Boom. as you can see, it runs, drives, and cuts. Just to recap, what we did today was drain out all the oil, all the oil and gas that was in the crankcase, replaced it with fresh oil. I still have to do the final oil change on it, but I'm not gonna show that. Then we also changed the carburetor. I hadn't even had a chance to look inside the carburetor to see exactly what caused the malfunction. But man, it runs. And oh yeah, we also installed the shut-off switch, and the fuel filter. So this bad boy is ready to go. I'm gonna tell the customer that it's ready, and on to the next. This is how I do it.
Hey, come on, son. Let's hear it.
Say thank you for subscribing.
Thank you, subscribe. Okay, let's hear it.